Such a huge game in the Mountain West and for the college football playoffs down the road. Boise State up 5. Go from football to footy. Scudetto race continues tomorrow morning, 9 Eastern, a meeting between first place Napoli and Lecce. Serie A on CBS Sports Network. Stream every match live on Paramount Plus. Broncos have the lead and the ball, and a Heisman Trophy hopeful in the backfield. And Ashton Jeanty, whose longest run tonight is 16. That was almost a face mask. Grimes with the tackle.
It could have been a... First of all, there's a face mask, it looks like, here on the defender, and both guys, really. And
well, Jeanty had a hold of the tackler's face mask.
All right. Refs decided to let it go.
It's rarely called on running backs, right, Robert?
Right.
You should know. 2nd and 8.
It's a really huge drive for this UNLV defense to be able to answer the call.
Jeanty. Oh, Woodard is there. First hit by Ware. And that's a great example of the tackling tonight by UNLV's defense.
Yeah, you can hear that one up here in the press box. There's Woodard on the left side of the defense right there in the middle, communicating with his guys. He's going to read it, scrape over, boom, and get in on the tackle alongside his teammate there, Jarvis Ware.
Jackson Woodard has 11 tackles tonight. Jeanty now 108 yards. He's earned every one of them. And again, he hasn't broken the big one. 16 yards his longest.
Biggest third down of the game right here.
Madsen. He's flushed, looking, fires, flags are down, and it's incomplete. This might be offensive pass interference.
No, it's going to be holding on the defense prior to the pass. The defender slipped and fell.
Prior to the pass, holding,
yeah, you're right.
0. Defense, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, an automatic. First down.
There was a hold before the push.
Yeah, watch Tony Grimes right here. He falls to the ground, and he ends up holding the receiver because of that. And
that's
you can see on his face.
Flag.
Yeah, that's a big one right there. So they get the first down, but this is an opportunity now, UNLV to rebound. That was the first time they've really been able to get some pressure on Maddox Madsen. They've got to do that more consistently.
Madsen on 1st and 10, looking for Jeanty, has the catch, and he's hit by Catalon and dropped at the 37. That's a gain of 7.
All the defenders are so tight within the line, within the box, because they feel like they're going to run the football. You get Ashton Jeanty out on the edge, you leak him out, you almost forget about him and his ability to be able to catch the ball.
See, the time is melting down, under 6.5 minutes left. Remember the 2 timeouts that UNLV had to burn earlier in this half. 2nd down and 3 here. Jeanty to the 38. 3rd down and 2.
Good pursuit here by the defense. There's Jackson Woodard again. I mean, these guys have been going at it back and forth all night long. It's been so great to see. And here it is again, Rich, a 3rd down situation. Obviously, last time they were able to get some pressure on the quarterback, but that was a 3rd and long. On these 3rd and short situations, Boise State, they're so good.
4th best in the country, but 2 of 12 tonight on 3rd down, and there's the timeout from Spencer Danielson.
Charged him out of the half. Boise State, 30 seconds.
42,000 plus here. What's at stake for UNLV against ranked teams looking for their first win since 2008. 27 straight losses to AP ranked opponents. Cal State Fullerton had football?
Oh, come on.
1984.
Well, coming into this football game, Rich, in 3rd and short situations, Boise State, 93% conversion rate. That's 3rd and 3 or short. And that's giving the ball to Ashton Jeanty. Tonight, they've opted to fake the football to him and throw it, and I think you'll see a similar situation here on this down.
They just need a yard. Jeanty is hit and surges. He's got the first down, second effort. That's how he scored the touchdown, is keeping those legs moving. He's incredibly strong. 5'9", 215.
Just getting what he can right there. In those third and short situations as a running back, hey, all that reading goes out of the window. It's about getting a yard, and nobody's the best at that than Ashton Jeanty.
Tyler Crow in the backfield now. Madsen play action. Surveys. Crow with the catch. And he's toppled right at the 46-yard line. Jonathan Baldwin with the hit. UNLV, one of the best at taking the ball away, and the third best turnover margin in the country, but nothing tonight.
13 interceptions.
And again,
coming into this game, Rich.
Yeah, there's Mike Shear, the defensive coordinator. Time now, it's under 4.5. And UNLV had to burn a couple timeouts already in this half. Jeanty sees the hole and gets by the initial tackler and has a first down. That's 10 more yards. K-Mac made the stop.
Watch him burst through this hole. Boom. Sees it, hits it, doesn't hesitate. He's been as consistent as can be all game. And yeah, we haven't seen the big run yet in this football game, the 50-plus type runs, but he's been downhill and consistent as could be, and that's what you want from your running back.
Madsen trying to bleed as much off the play clock as he can. They snap it at 7. Jeanty hits, and he gets to the 40. Jonathan Baldwin made the initial hit. We're down to 3.5 minutes left. Jeanty on his way to the sideline. You got the 2-minute timeout. That's 1.5 minutes away. And then Barry Odom has only one at his disposal.
The other key thing, too, here is, you know, if you hold Boise State to a field goal, still a one-possession game, you'd have to get the 2-point conversion on a touchdown. But the clock is now starting to work against UNLV. They got to get some stops.
This is Crow, and he bounces it outside. He's close to the first down. It's going to be 3rd down and about 2.
And I think this is 2-down territory for Boise State. It's a 3rd and short. They're great at it. They're going to give the ball to Ashton Jeanty here. If for whatever reason he doesn't get it, I think they go for it again on 4th down. But you see the heavy personnel coming in, a couple tight ends just ran into the game for Boise State.
Yeah, those are the Clydesdales.
3 tight ends, 1 running back. That's 13 personnel. This is going to be a run. Try to get this first down.
Bates in motion. Jeanty has the first down. Well, hold on. Let's see where they spot it. His body ended up inside the 35. The football, though, is marked outside the 35. A 2-minute timeout. Barry Odom is begging the official to measure.
Yeah, he wants a measurement.
One official has signaled first down. He wants 4th down and inches.
And
we'll take a timeout. We'll sort it out when we get back. Refs say 1st and 10. Barry Odom says measure it. There's the spot of the football. We're waiting for the official to make a call here. It looked like Jeanty might have gotten further than that.
yeah, I thought so.
But that's where they marked it. Barry Odom wants a measurement. One official said, hey, that's a first down. Here's a look.
After review, the runner's behind was down with the ball at the 35.5.
Boom.
It'll be 4th down and a half yard at that spot.
Wow.
Very interesting. Didn't even opt to measure it.
Well, they've moved the football basically back off the line.
Well, like I mentioned, Rich, this was going to be 4th down territory for Boise State anyway. If they didn't get it on 3rd down.
I don't know. Looking at that, when he hit,
I thought it was a 1st down. But this ball is going to go back to Genty, or it's going to be a quarterback sneak. And I think they run the sneak here. Look how tight to the line of scrimmage Genty is.
And this feels like the ball game right here. Madsen surges, and he's got the 1st down. UNLV has 1 timeout left.
And again, we've been talking about it. Those 2 timeouts in the 3rd quarter to avoid delay of game. They're paying huge dividends for Boise State in this situation now. They need those.
3rd and final, charge from out of the half. UNLV, 30 seconds. With the game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 1 minute, 56 seconds. 1:56, please.
We are back.
Thank you.
After this lengthy discussion from the official. (29-24), number 17 Boise State on top. 1:56 left here in Las Vegas. We're on to New York after this. Inside college football, all the games today, and certainly preview of tomorrow. The math is not with UNLV right now. Boise State has 1st down at the 34-yard line. Barry Odom had to use 2 timeouts, or he chose to use 2 timeouts earlier in the half. Spencer Danielson now, and Boise State. 40-second play clock. If you do the math, this is pretty grim for UNLV.
Yeah, UNLV is not going to have much time, if any, if they're able to get 3 stops right here. And Boise State has kept this football for 6 minutes and 11 seconds.
This is, I mean, this is take a knee time.
Yeah.
That's all they have to do is take a knee, right? I mean, it's 1st down. Now they can't stop it. 40 seconds will run off. They'll do it again, run 40, and then run 40, and it's ball game. Old Trapper player of the game. Maddox Madsen made some big-time throws in this one. And with his feet, he had that huge run. And on 4th and 1, it was Maddox who finished it off with that quarterback sneak.
Well, he does what he's done tonight, Rich, what he always does. Plays smart football. He's taking care of it. Good decisions. And he's really led this team tonight.
So play clock starts. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, we had a conversation with Coach Spencer Danielson. We see him right there about, you know, building this football team. And, you know, he says, we built our football team to win games in the 4th quarter and to win games in the 4th quarter on the road. And, you know, despite Genty maybe not having the most exciting day, the defense stepped up, and when it mattered most, Boise State was able to make the plays.
Victory formation. Madsen to a knee, and the Broncos 6-1, number 17 in the country. They survive on the road. Look how fired up Spencer Danielson is. Genty had to earn every one of his 128 yards, but his buddies bailed him out. Maddox Madsen, Matt Lauder, Barry Odom meeting at midfield. Who knows? Maybe they'll meet again in the Mountain West Championship game. But certainly Boise State is in the driver's seat in terms of hosting that game. And they stay in the driver's seat, quite honestly, for the college football playoff, with the one loss, that last-second loss on the road at number 1 Oregon.
No doubt about that. Heck of a game tonight, Rich. This was a lot of fun.
Up-to-date standings. Boise State, Colorado State, and San Diego State don't have a loss, but UNLV now at 6-2 and 2-1. And let's go down to Tiffany Blackman.
Hey, Coach Danielson, you told me that this was a resilient team, which is exactly what you need and what you told us was going to be a heavyweight fight. Why was your team able to keep swinging?
Yeah, I mean, first off, thank you, Jesus. I mean, these team works their tail off. We give Jesus all the glory. I mean, guys like Ashton Jeanty and multiple guys, we train for these moments. Our team doesn't run from hard work. They don't look for flash. They work, and God honors that. And I'm proud of this team.
Coach, they tried to make it hard on this guy, on Ashton Jeanty. He still chipped away. What can you say about his performance?
He's an absolute warrior because he trains like it, he practices like it. He's an elite human being, 10 out of 10, best player in the country.
Thanks, Coach. Ashton, how tough did they try to make it on you tonight?
Yeah, you know, first of all, I just got to thank God that I was able to finish that game. You know, got beat up a little bit, but, you know, 8, 9-man boxes, but, you know, we found a way. It wasn't pretty, but we found a way to win.
How is this team able to keep willing you to go despite having to deal with that left arm injury? You stayed in there and fought.
Yeah, just kudos to our training staff and, you know, just taking care of me, getting me taped up. But, you know, just my teammates keeping me going, motivating me, and, you know, helping me finish the game.
All the talk about the implications of the college football playoffs. What does a win like this do for this team moving forward?
This is big time. And, you know, this is just one more step, you know, and one more piece to the puzzle. But, you know, we got 5 more to go.
How's the arm feeling?
It's all right. We're going to take care of it, get some treatment.
Congrats on the win, Ashton.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tiffany. Nice job tonight. Boise State, number 17 in the country. Tough road environment. Over 42,000, the largest crowd to see a Rebel football game in this building, but the Broncos came in and get the W. For Robert Turbin, Tiffany Blackman, our entire crew, I'm Rich Waltz. This is a presentation. CBS Sports Network, 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Now on to New York. Good night from Las Vegas. The Broncos, winners on the road.
Thank you for keeping it locked here on CBS Sports Network. We are here from the New York studios. I'm Zach Aldridge alongside Cardell Jones, Kevin Carter, and Brian McFadden. Just saw a great Mountain West game with Boise State coming on top, 5 points over UNLV to stay in the driver's seat for the CFP and certainly for the driver's seat for maintaining that Mountain West Conference Championship game. 8th straight win for Boise State over UNLV, Kevin, and somehow they just found a way to get it done.
Yeah, you talk about finding a way to win. This is complimentary football. Look, talked about both these rushing attacks, 2 and 6 in the country, respectively, nationally speaking, and both defenses came to play in this one. You look down the pertinent stats of this game, okay, first downs, total yardage, penalties and time of possession, they're nearly even. The one glaring difference, the one costly turnover by Hajj Malik Williams going into halftime that actually manufactured a little offense for Boise State. Other than that, this game was deadlocked and exciting from start to finish.
And the thing about Boise that I really enjoyed watching, they can win ball games without their best player being the featured guy. I mean, Ashton Jeanty was very, very successful. But he didn't give us the Ashton Jeanty-like games that we've seen in weeks past, but yet and still they were able to beat a very, very good team. Talk about complimentary football. Matson was outstanding, making timely plays with his arms and his legs. But what about the defense? They had 6 sacks, 9 TFL, tackle for losses. I mean, and when you look at Boise offensive line-wise, they surrendered 0 sacks. That's winning football, especially in the trenches. They were able to do so today. Shouts out to Boise. Well-executed game plan.
You know, this is the first game all year Boise has played, and player of the game was not Ashton Jeanty. So you got to get credit where credit is due. Defense coming up big, and then Manson. Oh, my God, what another game he's been putting together. This third week in a row, he has put together a game where quite the numbers are starting to go in the right direction for him, because when things were in the box, I mean, Ashton Jeanty had over 130 yards, but it was over 33 carries, career high tonight. So he was really fighting for every yard he got, and then you see the winning game. Who did they go to in the quarterback sneak? Manson. So this guy is slowly but surely starting to take some of that pressure off Jeanty, and then as he continues to become a great quarterback and grow into his role, this team is going to be tough to defend, because now you can't just stack 8, 9 guys in the box, because this guy can hurt you through the air and on the ground.
Yeah, UNLV had the lead for a little bit of time there in the first quarter, and then things just changed completely. But you look at it, it's not all done for the season here for them, because they could still maybe see Boise State again this year, Kevin.
That's why this game was so important and integral to both of these teams. Look, neither of these teams have a ranked matchup down the stretch. This was UNLV's last chance to play a ranked team before they finished out their Mountain West schedule. That's why this game was so important. That's why that team that is a group of 5 champion, highest rank, gets an automatic bid. That's why being in the driver's seat after this game was so important. But the season's not far from being over for UNLV. They've had a great season thus far. Stubbed their toe earlier this season against Syracuse. This was a game that you had to have circled in the Mountain West, that you had to win. But, man, down the stretch, no ranked opponents. And I tell you, when you look at the stats of this game, UNLV is still very much a juggernaut when it comes to manufacturing points. Had the one key mistake by Malik Williams. Other than that, they played a great game against a really good Boise State team.
Yeah, I second that as well. When you look at the numbers from Malik Williams, 179 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, that one costly interception right before half. And then he also ran 19 times for 105 yards. He had 3 total touchdowns against that defense. I mean, that's a high-level defense, especially in the Mountain West. And Malik Williams was very, very successful. But the issue with them losing tonight's matchup, they have no room for error. They got to play spotless, perfect football moving forward to try to get another opportunity to face off against Boise in the Mountain West championship game. But they really grown. But the issue for me with UNLV, guys, they got to find a way to lose these close ball games. We saw the same thing happen a few weeks ago against Syracuse. One possession game, they squandered it away. They got to find a way to lose these type ball games, and hopefully they can take care of their business, because I wouldn't mind seeing these 2 teams face off again.
You know what, Big Back, that's the great part about this. I mentioned it earlier in the show. We had a preview of the potential to the Mountain West Conference Championship game. The great part about this, with Boise getting this win, now they control their destiny. I don't see the remaining Boise schedule, I don't see them dropping 2 more. They still have the ability to drop 1 and still host potentially UNLV in a conference championship game, and pretty much controlling their destiny, not just through the conference championship game, but for opportunity to make their first playoff berth.
And probably have to worry about Colorado State and seeing what they do in the Mountain West, because they're lurking